I tried to look for videos on HHR coolant leaks. Didn't really find anything, so figured I'd try to go through this a little bit. I noticed that my coolant reservoir was low and pretty cold here, but I had made sure it was full not that long ago, and then I had also, this had been full. Oh, I should have said the engine's nice and cold. It's been sitting out in the winter snow. So that should be more full, but at least I can see coolant in there. Make sure that's on there nice and tight. I will add some to there, but I wanted to show you under here. It's kind of windy, so I got a brick on some cardboard here, and I've been catching a leak under there after noticing it leaking not that long ago. Threw some kitty litter down to absorb whatever I miss with the cardboard, and I gotta sweep that up and throw it away. Alright, anyway, I had thought that the leak was coming from the back of the engine, and so I had been looking into this pipe that goes along the back of the engine from the thermostat housing down there, and it runs along the back of the engine to the other side of the engine where the water pump is down here. And anyway, then I started taking my stuff apart here. If you are going to take the air box off, a lot of people do it the wrong way, I swear. There's a little connector right here that you just push down with your thumb on top and wiggle it, and it comes out. And then there's also a hose right here, that little flathead or nut, that you loosen that up and wiggle this hose off here. And then to get the air box off, you also got to take this little guy. I position my clamp so I can get to it with a screwdriver, flathead, or again like a nut, and work that off. This is the woolly worm that breaks really easily, so you want to take that off and just leave it there. Once you got both the hoses off, then you just wiggle this up and it pops off, and then you can get down, start to look. But I started to look around, and I found, after the car was running, I found it dripping right on the end of the filler necks. This is the coolant filler neck, or the radiator filler neck, and it's got a little hose between the filler neck and the engine, and it's got a clamp here, constant tension clamp, sorry, and then also on this side here of the filler neck, it's got a hose that runs to the radiator, to the filler neck, and it's got a constant tension clamp there. So I'm looking at having to replace something in this vicinity here. So at least I found the leak.